Can you see that? This is the happiest time of my day. After dinner of some leftover chili, digging into a small packet of Pocky. It is 7 o'clock in the evening, and it's been a relaxing day. In the morning, I've been modifying my application to Preply, the language tutoring app or website, so that I can teach Korean and get paid on a part-time basis. Oh, they're all melted and broken. Oh well. The good news, now that I've applied, and I got approved for the Preply website now. The reason they didn't approve me is because I set my Korean level to native and English level to native, which is true because I speak both Korean and English. English was the first language that I learned when my parents are, although both Korean, grew up abroad, so they speak English more comfortably than they do Korean even. So when I was born, we spoke in English. So I learned English first. And then in Korea, from age 4, I started going to school there and learned Korean once I went to school. So learning a language at the age of, oh my gosh, it's all stuck. Oh my gosh. So I learned Korean at school and in kindergarten, and yeah, I was fluent in Korean. And then after coming to Toronto, Canada here, when I was 12 years old, I stopped using Korean so often, and I would only use them when I talked to Korean friends or my grandmother, not very often, so my Korean got a bit rusty. But then, once I got my girlfriend, even though she's not Korean, she speaks Korean. So now we speak Korean half the time and English half the time. Probably a bit more English than Korean, but we speak Korean quite a bit. So because I was unable to set English and Korean as native, because they say, oh, you gotta prove that, you show documents to prove that you can speak both Korean and English. I was like, oh, fuck that. So what I did was I just set my English level to C2 or C3, which is the highest level other than native. So I just set it as that and filmed the video after many takes, the intro video to how, to tutor, be a conversation partner in Korean for people who want to learn Korean. So, how am I gonna eat this? So, did that in the morning, and then went to the gym right after lunch. And at the gym, I met someone new. This guy I was doing cable crunches to work on my abs, and the guy who was gonna do it right after me said, oh, I'm gonna do the same exercise, but you use a different grip. And I said, oh, these separating grips are much easier than the fixed grip, because it gives more flexibility when you're doing the cable crunch. So he said, oh, I'll try it out. And then I was working out at a different machine, and then he came up to me several moments later and he said, you know what, I actually tried it out and I did like it better. It was more comfortable. I was like, yeah, that's good to hear. And then we got talking a bit, and we exchanged names, and he said, oh, are you looking for a workout buddy? I was like, yeah, that sounds good. Just figure out the logistics. But once we figure out the logistics, yeah, that would be good. So we exchanged numbers and planning on hitting the gym together Friday morning. So that's really cool. Really, really cool. Friendly people at the gym. There are not just one or two, but a lot of people at the gym are really friendly. So it's really cool just saying hi to people once you get familiar with them, or just little chit chats here and there, and they become friendly very quickly. And then shower, dinner, and now this Pocky. It's a shame that it's all bunched up and melted, but yeah, the reason was the seat heater in the passenger seat was on for my car, because it was left on by the person who used it last, and I put the Pocky on top of the seat, so it melted the Pocky. So this is the result. I actually have a huge bag of chips from Costco. I was planning on eating that in today's video, but decided I am too full for that, so I will save it for another day. I think that might help with the thumbnail being catchy, because it's like a massive bag about this big. So I'm planning on making a title something like happiest time of day. I'm just holding a huge bag of chips. That's just funny to me, so I want to make a thumbnail like that. Oh, this is gonna be hard to eat. I'm gonna have to break it off. Oh dear, I made a mess. There's chocolate on my glass. Great. I don't have a tissue here. I guess that comes to show I don't jack off at my desk, because I don't even have tissue nearby. Yeah. I've completely stopped porn. For how long? I don't even remember how long. And also holding off, like not jacking off, nofap. I've been doing that for several weeks now. It's difficult in the morning when I am sometimes turned on, but I've been doing well. I have pretty much been off limits for porn and masturbation. So that's coming along well. And for those of you who know and know me from my Ask Japan videos, Mr. 51-year-old Japanese man having midlife crisis, I am happy that he is posting every day again. I think he's posting like twice almost every day. One public video and one members only video. His income is gonna stop within a couple weeks because he got fired or he quit his job or something. So no, I think he got fired. I don't think he would quit his job and give up stable income. So Mr. 51-year-old Japanese man having midlife crisis now is going all in on YouTube, and I'm so happy to be watching him. I don't watch every single one of his videos, but I watch quite a lot. And it's just good to see him back making YouTube videos every day again. And he's inspiring. I mean, two videos almost every single day, members only plus public video. That's a lot of dedication and consistency. So I made an exclusive video yesterday, a more personal video that I don't want completely public, and then another public video 2 days ago. So yeah, this week is turning out strong for making YouTube videos this week. Oh yeah, I started reading, well, I pretty much read the sections only that I want to read of the Behavior Ops Manual, which is all about human behavior. Particularly, the only section that I'm interested in is the section about self-mastery, on the topics of confidence, discipline. Yeah, those are the main topics that I'm interested in. There's all sorts of topics here about reading other people's behaviors, probing them to opening them up if they're a bit closed off, interrogation tactics. This is written by a former CIA operative, Chase Hughes. He has a YouTube channel as well you can look up. Oh, there is one here. Last one. Yep, last one. And it's mostly biscuit. So the topic of self-mastery is very short in this book, and it's like an 800-page textbook pretty much. And I am making use of the few tips that there are when it comes to confidence and discipline. One of the things that I learned is never walk away from a mess at your place or in your car or wherever, in your local environment. So don't walk away from dirty dishes, don't walk away from unfolded laundry. Get them done immediately before you walk away. Don't leave it for your future self to do it. And there's a concept in here, this book, called Become Your Own Butler. So do things that your future you will thank you for, like doing the dishes, like folding your laundry immediately, as soon as you eat, as soon as the laundry is done, a mess that you make immediately, or for the next day, sleeping early, so that you are refreshed and wake up earlier the next day, and you have more time the next day, stuff that your future you will thank you for. So that's one big tip. Become your own butler for your future self. I started doing that. The dishes immediately as soon as eating, breakfast and lunch. And dinner, I also ran the dishwasher just now. So that's been good. That's been, my mom's happy about that, I'm sure, because now the kitchen is clean immediately after eating. And then another thing is moving slowly. And I didn't realize this. I'm addicted to rushing. I'm addicted to hurrying and going places quickly, whether it's even small things like going out to get the garbage bin outside and bring it back in. Or if it's cold especially, I will run. Even if it's not that cold, I will kind of run for it, just because I want to get it done quickly. Or crossing the street in a hurry, or rushing in the car to catch the lights. Yeah, I'm addicted to rushing. And one of the things in the book says is move slowly as if underwater. That's very slow, because underwater there's so much resistance from the water that you move much slower. And when I looked into it, it wasn't even in this book, but when I looked into it, rushing comes across as low status because you are not in control of your time. You are not in control of yourself, really, because you are a slave to hurrying or getting, you're a slave to the cold if you're running because of the cold. Anything like that, you are the, what is it? Not slave, but subordinate. You are subordinate to other things that are making you rush, a person who is confident and high status is in control of themselves almost all the time, and in control of their time almost all the time. There is no need to rush. If you look at high status people, they don't hurry very rarely if it's extremely necessary, but otherwise they are always calm and slow in their movement. You can see this on TV, you can see this in real life, you can see it in movies. It's just apparent that moving slower is better in terms of how you come across and how you feel about yourself. You don't feel the cortisol spiking you, the anxiety kind of increasing as you're rushing. Even if you do also get a dopamine hit from it, which you do, which is why I'm addicted to rushing, the spike of cortisol and dopamine hit that I get. So now I am focusing on slowing down, and instead of being addicted to the dopamine and cortisol of rushing, trying to get addicted to the feeling of mastery over my time and my body by taking it slow, moving slower. And apparently it actually works. In terms of research shows that if you move slower, it signals to your brain cues that you don't have to hurry, that things are okay, you can take it easy, and you get less anxiety and more sense of calm. And by doing that, you're training your brain to adjust and no longer rush and feel more confident and less anxious. So it affects how you feel, and how you feel then comes across out in your behavior again. So it's a feedback loop. So I am focusing on rushing less, taking my time, moving slower. I keep repeating to myself, whenever I remember that and I'm rushing and I catch myself rushing, I say underwater, underwater, and I try to move slower. Maybe not as slow as if I were underwater, but definitely slowing down. So yeah, those are the things that I took away from this book, the Behavior Ops Manual. And you can download the PDF for free at Anna's Archive. But if you're just interested in the self-mastery part, you really don't need to buy this expensive book, because the self-mastery part is very short. It's really not that many pages. But I did want the physical copy because of when it's next to me here on my desk, I pick it up and I reread the sections that are the most important to me. And so having a physical copy and the reminder of it sitting here, it was totally worth the cost. And I am taking action of the few things that I learned, and I'm implementing it. So I think it's totally worth it, even if it was costly. Yeah, it was an expensive book. You can check on Amazon the price in your local area. Yeah, it's a good day. Listening to Bach's Goldberg Variations, played by Andras Schiff. My favorite, or one of my favorite Bach interpreters and pianists. Yeah, I've listened to the Goldberg Variations quite a few times, like many times, and I'm just when I feel like it, and I don't get tired of it. I mean, if I get tired of it, I switch for a while, and I can always come back to it, and it's always just pleasant and joyful. So I really like this Goldberg Variations. I keep it on in the background when I'm reading or writing or making a video like this. Let me know if you listen to something while you're doing other things, because I'm always open to new music suggestions. Like, there was a person who recommended Fujikaze, I think, the Japanese artist, and he plays the piano and sings and plays with a band, and I liked some of his songs. I really liked it. I even use it in some of my videos in terms of referencing one of his songs that really struck a chord with me. So if you have recommendations for music that you really love, I'm gonna check it out in the comments and have a listen myself. It's really cool hearing what other people love, and even if I don't like it, it's novel and interesting to hear. Yeah. I love that last variation, and then it goes back to the aria. Yeah. The slow, peaceful beginning and end. Da capo. This is, oh my gosh, it's been 20 minutes. I didn't expect this video to go so long. I will see you, oh yeah, I just had a realization about my channel, just like within the last hour. I make video essays whenever a topic arises that demands writing instead of just impromptu speaking like this. And I don't have the essay that I want to write right now in terms of the topic ready in mind, but I realize that I do really enjoy making these impromptu videos a lot more. Not only because it's less effort, but it just, yeah, it is effortless compared to the video essays, which are much more intensive in terms of demanding, how demanding it is. But I just enjoy the process of thinking on the fly and talking into the camera and sharing a raw moment with you. So I've changed my channel description from makes video essays with impromptu thoughts in between, and I changed it to I have two formats, impromptu videos and video essays. And the bread and butter, the majority of my content is this, the impromptu video, and I absolutely love making these, so I'm gonna just not put too much pressure on myself of making video essays all the time, but I will make them when the topic arises and I find something I want to write about. But in the meantime, I'll have no pressure about always posting as many impromptu thought blurbs like this one as I want. So a little shift in the channel direction from the previous angle of going hardcore on video essays. 1% better every day, baby.